Let's embark on our geopolitical tour of the Sahel. Firstly, Sudan remains the region's most devastating conflict. The war between the Sudanese Armed Forces and the Rapid Support Forces has shattered the country, displacing over 12 million people, creating famine-level food insecurity and producing repeated atrocities from Darfur to Kordofan. The RSF's capture of El-Fasher and escalating drone attacks have deepened the humanitarian collapse, while attempts at ceasefires continue to fail amid foreign interest in Red Sea access and naval basing rights. With the state on the brink of fragmentation, Sudan's crisis is rapidly reshaping the entire region. Meanwhile, Chad has become the frontline state absorbing the fallout from Sudan's civil war. Over 1 million refugees have crossed into eastern Chad, overwhelming local communities and stretching humanitarian systems already weakened by poverty, climate stress, and political repression. Internally, the Déby government has consolidated power through a tightly controlled political transition, even as violence between farmers and herders intensifies and military spending rises. Chad's stability now hinges on whether it can withstand both external pressure from Sudan and internal strains from insecurity and economic fragility. Next, Niger continues to navigate life under military rule after the 2023 coup. The junta maintains sweeping control over political institutions, while insurgent violence persists across rural regions and borderlands. Economic hardship and humanitarian pressures, driven by displacement and the collapse of regional cooperation, have deepened, limiting state capacity and raising doubts about any near-term return to civilian rule. Niger's strategic posture remains uncertain as it repositions between shifting alliances and mounting regional instability. Heading west, Mali remains locked in a violent stalemate. Extremist groups and local militias control or contest large areas of the country, while the transitional government leans heavily on foreign paramilitary partners amid deteriorating relations with Western states. Elections have been repeatedly delayed, state authority has collapsed in many regions, and humanitarian needs continue to grow. Mali has become a central hub in the Sahel's wider security crisis, with no clear path back to stability. Then there is Burkina Faso, where conflict has intensified across the north and east. Armed groups continue to expand territorial control, displacing civilians and overwhelming communities already suffering from poverty and food insecurity. The military government's suspension of democratic norms and focus on security has not reversed the country's decline, leaving social cohesion eroded and state authority fragmented. Finally, Mauritania remains the region's stable outlier, a buffer between the Maghreb and the crisis-hit Sahel. Its cautious diplomacy, including its balancing position on Western Sahara, has helped it avoid the wave of coups and insurgencies engulfing its neighbors.